Did you know that the Site C Dam in British Columbia is set to reshape an entire valley and flood over 5,500 hectares of land, all in the name of clean energy? This $12 billion megaproject will harness the power of the Peace River to generate 1,100 megawatts of renewable energy, enough to power 450,000 homes or over 1.7 million electric vehicles each year. It's one of Canada's largest infrastructure projects, involving nearly 4,800 workers and the construction of a massive earth-filled dam towering 60 meters high. With a reservoir stretching 83 kilometers, these monumental efforts could change the way British Columbia generates electricity for generations. But with skyrocketing costs, significant environmental concerns, and strong opposition from local Indigenous communities, is this ambitious project truly worth the price? And what will its impact be on the future of energy and those who live near its turbulent waters? Let's find out. Canada has long relied on its powerful rivers to drive progress. Hydroelectricity has kept the lights on, powered industries, and shaped the country's energy landscape. In British Columbia, the mighty Peace River has played a crucial role in this story. For decades, its waters have been harnessed by massive dams, each one helping to fuel the province with clean, renewable power. But as BC moves into the future, is this energy from these past projects enough to sustain its growing needs? The answer is no, not anymore. British Columbia's population is surging, with over 1 million new residents expected in the coming years. More homes, more businesses, and an explosion of electric vehicles all mean one thing: an unprecedented demand for power. The W.A.C. Bennett and Peace Canyon dams built the foundation of BC's hydroelectric success, reshaping entire valleys to generate energy. But that legacy, while remarkable, isn't enough to meet the energy needs of tomorrow. The province needed a new solution, a bold step forward. That's where Site C comes in. The dam is seen as a cornerstone for the future, a project that will add 1,100 megawatts of capacity and produce thousands of gigawatt hours of electricity every year. With a reservoir stretching over long distances, the dam is expected to boost BC's energy grid by nearly 8%. The proponents say that this dependable power is essential to support not only existing infrastructure, but also the emerging needs of modern society. But building something so grand is never easy. What does it take to bring this engineering marvel to life? Building Site C isn't merely a construction project. It's a transformation of the landscape designed to harness the power of the Peace River. This won't be just any dam. It's an earth-filled structure stretching over 1,050 meters and soaring 60 meters high, equivalent to a 20-story building. And behind it, a vast reservoir snaking through the valley for 83 kilometers, capturing the raw power of the Peace River. But how do you even begin constructing something this massive? It starts with sheer scale. Thousands of tons of concrete, millions of cubic meters of earth, and countless hours of labor are being poured into this site. Crews are working around the clock, clearing dense vegetation, forging temporary roads, and securing safe pathways for the relentless movement of heavy machinery. At peak construction, nearly 4,800 workers, both local residents and specialized laborers from across the region, are on site, each playing a role in bringing this colossal vision to life. The sheer effort required to bring the Site C Dam to reality is staggering. 2 temporary cofferdams and diversion tunnels were installed to reroute the Peace River and allow essential work on the dam's foundation. These diversion tunnels, each nearly 800 meters long and lined with concrete, ensure that the river's force is safely managed during construction. Preparation for the earth-filled dam includes relentless excavation and the transportation of millions of tons of materials, aided by innovative conveyor belt systems that minimize environmental impacts and reduce fuel consumption. Accommodations for the workforce have been built right on site, with facilities designed to house up to 1,600 workers, ensuring that laborers remain close to the action. Key construction projects have also involved drastic changes to regional infrastructure. Highway 29, for instance, has been realigned over several segments and supported by the construction of multiple new bridges, all to maintain seamless connectivity during the project. A robust network of transmission lines featuring state-of-the-art 500 kilovolt technology has been installed to integrate Site C with BC Hydro's grid, ensuring that the power generated flows safely and efficiently to homes and industries. Additional measures have been taken to ensure the dam's long-term stability and safety. An 800-meter-long roller-compacted concrete buttress has been built to enhance seismic protection, while strict safety and environmental protocols guide every step of the construction process. The engineers face a host of technical puzzles, and the very ground beneath the project is one of the biggest challenges. The bedrock here isn't as strong as one might hope, and layers of shale add another layer of complexity. How do you build a 272-meter tall structure on such unpredictable terrain? The answer lies in a bold and unconventional approach. The most unexpected part of the solution lies in the L-shaped design of the dam, a choice that breaks away from traditional linear layouts typically used in large earth-filled dams. Site C's engineers realized that straight-across construction might exacerbate instability given the weak geological conditions. The L-shape, with its 90-degree turn, not only adapts the dam to the valley's contours, but also redirects pressure away from the particularly risky areas of the valley walls that are rife with unstable zones, ensuring better stability and structural integrity. To counteract weak shale, extensive geotechnical investigations were carried out before the final plan was approved. BC Hydro's team drilled into the earth, uncovering unstable bedding planes that required serious redesign work. The L-shape addresses these fragilities by spreading the load more evenly across the valley and incorporating massive concrete buttresses. In a fascinating engineering maneuver, the design's unique approach allows for a more robust structure capable of withstanding seismic risks and the significant force of the reservoir. And then there's the cost. What started as a multi-billion-dollar project has ballooned to over $12 billion, and the numbers keep climbing. Every unforeseen challenge, whether it's shifting terrain, supply chain delays, or inflation, adds another strain to the budget. How do you keep a project this massive on track? The answer? A delicate balancing act between ambition and caution. Engineers and project managers work around the clock, relying on state-of-the-art machinery and cutting-edge innovations like GPS tracking to minimize waste and optimize fuel use. Every dollar saved is a victory in a project where costs are constantly at war with progress. Yet every major construction project demands sacrifices. The natural landscape is altered and entire sections of the valley will be transformed into a reservoir. This transformation is not without environmental costs. Trees are cleared, habitats disrupted, and the natural flow of the river is forever changed. Engineers and builders are pushing the limits of what can be achieved, but they must also heed the call to protect the environment around them. With so much at stake in the construction phase, it's no wonder that controversy surrounds this massive project. For Site C, the opposition is loud and deeply rooted, with Indigenous communities, environmentalists, and local residents all raising concerns. For Indigenous groups, it's more than just land. It's history, culture, and identity. The Peace River Valley has been home to them for generations, a sacred connection passed down through time. Now, with large areas of traditional territory set to be flooded, many fear that a way of life will be lost forever. Is securing future energy worth the price of erasing centuries of heritage? That's the heart of the debate. Then there's the environmental battle. Transforming a free-flowing river into a stagnant reservoir is an ecological gamble. Critics warn that the dam could disrupt fish habitats, alter natural water patterns, and threaten wildlife that depend on the Peace River. Supporters call it a necessary sacrifice for clean energy, but opponents argue that the cost to nature is too high. Can a project truly be called green if it comes at the expense of the environment itself? The debate rages on with no simple answers, just tough choices and lasting consequences. But beyond the engineering challenges and environmental concerns, there's another looming issue: the cost. As expenses skyrocket, critics are asking a tough question: will this investment truly pay off? The dam is meant to provide long-term energy security, but with costs already doubling from initial estimates, many fear that the financial burden could fall squarely on taxpayers. The fear is that once the dam is complete, the financial burden could become a heavy weight on the local economy and the province as a whole. Money spent today might come back as a drain on resources tomorrow, leaving communities to deal with the fallout. The debate is not one-sided. Supporters of the dam argue that its ability to produce a steady, reliable flow of power is crucial for future growth. They point to the need for dependable energy to back up more intermittent sources like wind and solar power. Yet every point in favour is met with counterpoints of environmental degradation, loss of cultural heritage, and soaring costs that could threaten the province's financial health. As the debate rages on, the eyes of the province and the nation turn to what lies ahead. What will the future bring for Site C? Site C is now in its final stages, with major construction milestones being reached. The dam's powerhouse, transmission infrastructure and reservoir filling are progressing steadily. Key components like the generating station and spillways are nearing completion, and BC Hydro has confirmed that the project remains on track for its 2025 operational start. Despite previous cost overruns that pushed the budget to $16 billion, far beyond initial estimates, the project has moved past its most challenging phases, including complex geotechnical work on the dam's foundation. As Site C nears completion, the debates over cost, impact and necessity won't be fading anytime soon. So when the switch is finally flipped, will it mark a new era of sustainability or serve as a cautionary tale of ambition gone too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe to Ultimate Megabuilds, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos on the world's biggest megaprojects.